Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Crystal Legacy. I kind of want in this part... Oh my god, that's kind of loud in my ear. I kind of want in this part to just explore Goldenrod City. There's like loads of stuff to do here, and we're not in any rush. First of all, for example, here's Team Rocket staking out the joint. But I remember that, well, don't we get something here? Yeah, I'm here for the lucky number show. Don't you get like a Master Ball if you actually win this? Nope. I think he gives you like a Master Ball if the lottery actually wins it. Win a radio card. Slide to the spot. Would you like to take the quiz? Yeah, sure. It's a Jigglypuff viewed from above. Is there a Pokemon? Yes. Ledyba, right? Is this statement correct? You can't buy a berry at a mart. Yes. What? Where can you buy a berry at a mart? Who's going to a mart, a Pokemart, to buy a berry? Nobody's going to the Pokemart and saying, I'd like one berry, please. Yes. So which mart can you buy a berry in? No! Do you know what? Fuck the radio card. Fuck the radio tower. We don't need it. Snorlax will just have to stay where it is forever. Don't we get the bicycle here as well, I think? Is that not like down here somewhere? No, that's just some other guy. So it is like the morning of Thursday the 13th of June, right? And remember how in like the last couple of episodes I've been talking about like this summer weather and all this kind of like... Yeah, sure, I'll advertise your bicycle shop. All this summer weather and how nice it's been and yada yada yada. Well, I am like upstairs. I am looking outside through like my window on the world, my Velux window. And it looks like fucking November out there. It, like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, today is just like, oh, autumn is back. The cat is on her gravity nest. She's just like, I know that I'm not going outside. I'm just gonna sleep. Rain, I sleep. What is this? Is this like the entrance to the underground? Your playground. Oh no, that's the game corner. And can we... Am I crazy? Or do we get like an Eevee here? No, this is the underground. I thought this was like Bill's house or whatever. What? Oh, we need to go and get the haircut as well. We need to go to the Haircut Brothers. So yeah, all of a sudden today, it's looking like the end of the world outside. Super nerd, Eric. Once I learn confusion, you're all gonna be sorry. Great. Just great. So yeah, that's kind of what awaits me out there today. This is going to take like 5,000 years. What else can we do against this guy? We can use the metronome. I'm just going to use metronome. That's all I know how to do now. Just use metronome. This is like an attack that Clefairy called the metronome. What was I talking about? I'm not sure I do have much to talk about, actually. I talked about Godzilla -1. We're going to watch Shin Godzilla at the weekend. Try attack isn't bad. Please just like burn it or freeze it or paralyze it or something. We're going to watch Shin Godzilla at the weekend, which I'm looking forward to because, like, as I say, I think it's the better film. I still haven't watched Shin Kamen Rider, and I feel like I did this exact same commentary yesterday. But what's funny is, like, what I didn't like about Godzilla -1 is exactly the thing that I kind of am looking forward to, potentially, about Shin Kamen Rider. Because what I've seen of Shin Kamen Rider from, like, the trailers and stuff... Cubone? I think we can take out Cubone. What I've seen, like, of Shin Kamen Rider from the trailers and things like that, is that it looks like very kind of emotional, you know, which I'm looking forward to. That wasn't that great. Maybe we should be using Krang for this. Are we using Skull Bash all of a sudden? It's funny, that's exactly the kind of attack that, like, I would never see outside of using Metronome. Because I feel like Metronome, like, Skull Bash is like one of those attacks that I would never bother having on one of my Pokemon. Nice one. I'm telling you, this Metronome is coming in clutch. I'm never getting rid of it ever. There's just something so exciting about using Metronome. Every day is that roll of a dice. It's like, what's that song, Shall We Skate? You can, like, something, blah, 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 blah. That wasn't a good description of that song whatsoever. Okay, Haircut Brother, lay it on me. I run the Pokemon Salon. I'm the older and better of the two Haircut Brothers. Oh, looks like Christmas came early. Celebrate early! Yes, please cut Teen Idol's hair. Teen Idol looks delighted. Brilliant. Are there, like, more trainers here that I need to fight? Yes, apparently there are. The, Goldenrod City is, like, so exciting, because I feel like, one, it's massive. Like, Skeletrex is huge. And he carries a club made of lava. The, like, for one, like, it's really big, and, like, I find, like, in Gen 1, like, the two big cities are, like, the two cities that feel big at any rate are, there's two cities that feel big at any rate are, like, Saffron City and... Oh, hey, Mello. You coming up to sit on the couch while I play Pokemon Crystal Legacy? She's all sad because she knows she can't go outside. The, I suppose Saffron City and Celadon City are the two cities that feel big. And, like, you don't get to them until literally, like, halfway through the game is when you, like, encounter them. Whereas here, it's like, oh my god, it's Goldenrod City. Kind of like how in Gen 4, you get to, what I'm gonna do here. Metronome. Seriously. That's all I know how to do. The, like, kind of like how in Gen 4, like, Jubilife City feels really big, and it's, like, the second town you get to in the game. Okay, I think we're going switching out Teen Idol very quickly now, unless Metronome comes in clutch again. You're the Rock of Gibraltar, Teen Idol. We're gonna have to go with, like, Bigfoot, I think. I call her Bigfoot. The, so yeah, I kind of like that. There's something kind of really exciting about getting to Goldenrod City. And Goldenrod City feels kind of, like, I find all of Johto feels like a little bit more kind of quaint. I know I used that, like, word in the last video as well about the music. But even, like, the towns and cities in Johto, they all feel kind of a little bit, like, wholesome and quaint, like, rather than being, like, clean and modern or whatever. Maybe this is a job for the dream. I love Porygon. The, so I kind of like that even about Goldenrod City, even though it's like a bustling metropolis or what have you. Like, it, even though it's like a bustling metropolis or whatever, it still feels quite kind of wholesome. Like, it doesn't feel like this big kind of futuristic city or this big kind of like... What are you doing now? Transforming it? Okay, that's not great. The, which I kind of like. I'm looking forward to getting to Ecruteak City. Because Ecruteak City just has a really nice kind of vibe to it as well. Even like Mahogany Town, like some of the more like forgettable towns that feel like, oh well, they're not anything special or anything like that. There's still something very, very likable about it. It's like, oh, that's the kind of place I'd like to live when I retire, you know, and just lead this lead this relaxing life. Okay, which direction am I going now? Do you know what? Let's just get... Well, Slow Sister is still fine. She's still trucking. I do. I have very rare Pokemon. The extremely rare Slow Sister. So yeah, like, the rain isn't that great today. It's literally, like, raining on our parade. We're supposed to have some sort of an event at work today with a parade, and now it's raining. Who would have thought, oh my god, it's the same picture. It's like that Spider-Man meme or whatever. But, so yeah, that's a whole thing. And then it was like, do you know what? I was just really looking forward to the end of this week. To, like, Friday being nice and sunny and being able to go and sit outside and have a beer somewhere. It was like what my whole week was leading up to, because that's what the summer is for, you know. It's for meeting friends and long evenings, long warm evenings with in the sunshine, you know. And it feels like that's slowly slipping away. Slow Sister grew to level 17. But it's all good, we'll figure it out. What did... Another Slowpoke? Yeah, there we go. Poke of Nerd Donald. I was, like, watching... Speaking of, like, Shin Kamen Rider looking all, like, emotional. Like, I get so emotional, baby. Like, I was watching this episode of Bar Rescue yesterday. And, like, let me get this... Let me just, like, set the scene, right? This episode of Bar Rescue was set in a bowling alley, right? And in the, like, this big huge bowling alley, and in this bowling alley there was like 3 father and son duos that were working in the bowling alley. Like, it was just really wholesome and really, like, kind of quaint as a setup, like, really cute. Like, you had the father and son who ran the bar and owned the bowling alley. You had the... Okay, are you Bill's father's house? No, you're not. You're the name racer. Oh, you're the name racer. Okay, well, whatever. I was gonna rename Teen Idol Teen Angel, but now I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of after getting used to the idea now, so whatever. I think that must be Bill's house, isn't it? No, this is exactly just where I went in 2 minutes ago. So right, there was a father and son who owned the bowling alley and ran the what? The egg hatched? What, you egg? A chick who cannot crack the egg's shell will die. Oh my god, it's Ella Kid. And he does the grounder jive or whatever. Ella Kid came out of its egg. Maybe we'll use, like, I have never used Electabuzz in my life. Yes, well, Ella Kid... Oh my god, what the hell is... It looks just weird. It looks like the Weetabix bodybuilder. Weetabix. The Weetabix bodybuilder. I don't know whether they're called the Weetabix bodybuilder. I think they're called the Weeties. I remember we had this game on the Commodore 64 called something... I swear it exists. I need to, like, look it up. It sounds like something that doesn't exist, but it exists. And it's called Attack of the Weeties. It's seriously called Attack of the Weeties. Statistics. Let's have a look at the attacks. Thundershock, Leer, and Dizzy Punch. I'm not against that. Got item. Give item. Where's the experience share? First of all, where the fuck is Bill's house? Who the fuck is Edgar? Is it here? No, that's the other entrance to the underground. I thought Bill's house was here. No, you're the name racer again. I thought Bill's... And that's the end of the town. Where the hell is it? Who the fuck is Edgar? Pope. That's the Olivine... Not the Olivine Super Shuttle. The train. The bullet train. Is this Bill's house? But where's Bill? Well, not Bill. Bill's grandfather or whatever. My husband went off to the game corner without being called. Oh, okay. I've got a useful phone number for you. Yeah, sure. Fair enough. Finally, I found Bill's house. Bill's family home. Armin's copy of Swank. So I need to get to the game corner then. And release... I call him Gambler, and I need to free Bill's father from his evil clutches. Anyway, there was like a father and son running the bar and bowling alley. There was a father and son who were the two mechanics behind the scenes in the bowling alley, like keeping the pins dropping and all this on all the rest of it. Where the hell is Bill's dad gone? Is this him? I talk Blizzard to my Pokemon. Are you Bill's dad? You're the guy who tossed the coin case. Is this guy over here Bill's dad? No, I don't want to buy money, spend money to make money. No, you're not Bill's dad. Where the hell is he? I thought I got an Eevee off of that guy. Are you him? No, you're just lost. You're just a little bit demented, aren't you? They said he went to the game corner. Anyway, there was like a father and son duo working behind the machinery of the... He just got called to the Pokemon Center in Ecruteak City. My husband went off to the game corner without being called. I have no idea. Maybe it's after I see Bill in Ecruteak that we're able to get the Eevee off his dad, if that's even a thing. So now that we have Elekid, I know we have to fight Whitney. I'm not ready for that jelly. I think what I'd like to do is maybe... A second, what? Did I heal my Pokemon? No, I didn't. What I'd like to do is maybe heal my Pokemon and finish talking about this heart-wrenching episode of Bar Rescue. And then you also had like a father and son duo who were working in the kitchen, who ran like the food operation. So we had like these three like father and son duos working in this business of this failing bowling alley with a bar in it. So it was already like a very cute setup, or like a setup that was like rife for being very like emotionally overwhelming. And one of the dads, like the dad who ran the bowling alley, was an asshole. Like, he actually was. The whole like setup revolved around him being an absolute like almighty prick like you have never seen, right? And then what happened was, so John Taffer got the guy's grandfather, so the dad's granddaughter, who used to work in the bar, to come back to help with run the bar, and she left because she wasn't being appreciated and because the guy was acting like a dick, right? And, no, not Weetabix. She left because the guy was acting like an asshole, right? So what happened then was that, and John Taffer was like saying to the guy, he was like, what do you need to tell her? And then the guy was like, I'm sorry, and he's like, John Taffer's like, what else do you need to say to her? And even John Taffer was getting emotional, and like the guy was like, I love you, and he said I love you to the granddaughter, and I was like, this is getting like overwhelming here, I can't handle this episode of Bar Rescue. I was like, I can't emotionally handle this episode of Bar Rescue. So then, when he said that, John Taffer literally was like on the verge of tears, and he said, he didn't know how to say that to you up until now. And I was like, that got me. I was like, he didn't know how to say that to you up until now. And John Taffer like almost crying, trying not to cry. And then the guy, the hard ass, the grandfather, said to the granddaughter, I've never told anybody I needed them since Vietnam, and he was crying. I was like, what the hell is up with this episode? What is happening in Bar Rescue? Since when is Bar Rescue like the most emotionally charged thing on TV? It was crazy. Weetabix is gonna bounce off the walls now. So yeah, I just couldn't. I didn't even finish watching the episode. Not because it was like overwhelming, but purely because I needed to go to bed. I needed to go to bed. There's like jack shit in this stupid pond. I don't know why I'm even going up here, right? Because I don't think I can get past Pseudo-Wudo without the squirt bottle, and I don't think I can get the squirt bottle without fighting Whitney. Well, no, can't I use cut to get through? Can't I use cut to get through? Can't I get, like, the dig TM? That might actually be really handy for some of my Pokemon. Another Magikarp. I swear, these, like, fishing holes. I can't wait until I get that good rod. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these Magikarp that don't even let me run away. Like, if you can't run away from a Magikarp... So yeah, that was, like, the emotionally charged episode of Bar Rescue. It was called Gutter Ball. I don't know whether I'm going to keep this Elekid in my party. I'm just not the biggest fan of Electabuzz. It's funny, like, between Electabuzz and Magmar, I would pick, like, Magmar every single time. But then, the other side of that is that, like, when it comes to, like, then their evolutions, I really hate Magmortar. I think Magmortar is, like, it turns, like, this Pokemon that has quite a cool design, i.e. Magmar, into this really ugly looking thing. And then it's like with Electabuzz, it's like he has a glow up, like he turns from this really like visually challenging looking Pokemon, visually challenging looking Pokemon, into something that actually looks quite cool. Speaking of cereal, when he evolves, he looks like the Honey Monster. The Honey Monster from, like, Sugar Puffs or Honey Puffs or whatever. But I think that, like, maybe I'll stick with Electabuzz for now. It's cute. We'll see. If I see something that I like more, then Weetabix is going to be benched so hard he won't even know what hit him. Here's that Marill that's allegedly in Union Cave. Not. But yeah, like, Electabuzz evolves into Electivire, and then it looks cool all of a sudden. Are they not, like, supposed to be a trio with Jinx? Or is that, like, not true? Because it's kind of, like, funny that, like, aren't they all, like, next to each other in the Pokedex? They're all, like, elementally based Pokemon. They're all, like, in Gen 1, they don't have any evolution. They're all just, like, single Pokemon. And then, like, in Gen 2, they all got a baby form, so I feel like they're all, like, linked with each other somehow. Wait a second, where's my Pineco? Where's my Pineco? Here I am with this little wimp Weetabix in my party, and all the whole time, whatever I named Pineco is stuck inside in the computer here. Like, he's in the digital world. And wait a second, I need to get my experience share off of this little bitch. First of all, okay, Elekid, it happened. Weetabix, you've been benched so hard, you're not gonna know what hit you. As soon as I remembered the existence of Pineco, the adolescence of Pineco, you're gone. Let this be a lesson to the rest of you shit stains. You're all just one more enticing Pokemon away. Strong Zero, that's what it was. You're all just one enticing Pokemon away from being, like, banished to computer storage box hell for the rest of the playthrough. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness. They're going home. Holy crap. So, actually, I'm wondering, I'm starting to think, is there any reason of going north? I know, like, south, there's a couple of more Pokemon that I can fight. I would have, like, fought those trainers off screen. But, like, I was, like, I knew the egg might hatch, so I was afraid to do anything off screen. But yeah, I know there's, like, a few more trainers to fight here. I'm gonna put, like, Krang out in front, because Slow Sister is hogging all this experience. Like a big fat hog. My boyfriend's weak, so I can't rely on him. Picnicker Brooke sent out. Of course, the worst type matchup for Krang known to man. I kind of like this Pikachu sprite. I kind of like that it's still the, we still get, like, the kind of, the chubby Pikachu look, you know? Before they went to the whole kind of, like, sleek kind of Pikachu style. Which was definitely in Gen 3, you had that already, the kind of more, like, sleek, kind of less chubby Pikachu. Okay, just, like, hit yourself one more time, and then we'll be good. Why wasn't I doing this whole Supersonic thing earlier? I think it's because, like, Supersonic is one of those moves where, in my mind, it just never hits. Like, the same as, like, Grass Whistle in, like, Generation 3 or whatever. Let me check something, actually. Can I check moves? Attack. But how do I see, like, the accuracy? I wonder whether, like, they changed the accuracy in this one, because, like, I swear I've never seen Supersonic, Speedo Sound Sonic hit so accurately so often. It has just never been seen before in the history of Pokemon. Like, normally I stay away from, well, there's the first time for everything. Normally I, like, stay away from it because I'm just like, it never hits. And now this time, I swear, it feels like, because isn't the accuracy something stupid, like something like 55 or something like that? What I don't get, and I suppose this is another one of those, like, inconsistencies of Pokemon. Oh, let's send in Teen Idol. What I don't get, and as I say, I guess this is one of those, like, inconsistencies of Pokemon again. Especially in Gen 1, you have this. Like, I don't get how, like, two attacks that do exactly the same thing, i.e., Supersonic and Confuse Ray, like, they both do exactly the same thing. Did I buy any more potions? Of course I didn't. The King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. So, like, Confuse Ray and Supersonic literally do exactly the same thing, right? Confuse Ray has, like, the accuracy of 100, and Confuse Ray has, like, the accuracy of 100, and Supersonic, like, I'm pretty sure it had, like, an accuracy of something like 55 in the original games, like, in Gen 1. Or is that Hypnosis? I need to, like, look this up. I know with, like, Hypnosis, there was, like, one generation where they bumped up the accuracy all of a sudden to something crazy, like 80 or something like that. I feel like that was maybe, like, Diamond and Pearl. There was definitely, like, one generation where they, like, bumped up, like, Hypnosis's accuracy, and then, like, the very next generation, they stepped it back down again, because it was just so ridiculous. Which makes sense, right? Because because if you compare, like, Sleep to Confusion, they both last the same amount of time, but, like, Sleep, you're not doing anything. Like, you're literally, like, Sleep. Like, Sleep, you're not able to do anything, whereas at least Confusion, you have that, like, 50-50 chance of potentially hurting yourself, potentially hitting the other Pokemon. As well as the fact that if you swap out, then it's already dealt with, you're not confused any longer. Diglett, okay, here we... Well, yes, let's change to Krang. Is this thing going to use, like, Mud Slap again on me? Are we even going to get anything now? I'm just, like, as you can tell, I'm just, like, putting off fighting Whitney. I'm like, what the hell is this bitch going to have in this game? She was bad enough in the original. In the original, didn't she just have, like, Clefairy and Miltank? I wonder, did they even bother, I wonder if they even, like, bothered changing her Pokemon at all. Like, it would be interesting if, like, they just acknowledged that Whitney was already, like, at, like, a good level of challenge. Like, Bugsy they beefed up. Like, Bugsy wasn't as kind of, Bugsy didn't have, like, the Thunder Punch Ledian that can counter your flying type attack or whatever. in Gen 2 originally. It's like Bugsy, they definitely beefed up. I kind of feel like maybe in the next episode, just like exploring up here. Well, no, we've got to leave something to do up here for later after we fight with Nay. So, in the next part, maybe we will take on the... I thought he was like squaring up to me. This guy just like came up. It was like flashbacks of Bane all over again. Me trying to escape Azalea Town, only to get blindsided by Bane. Maybe I can just level up Strong Zero until it knows self-destruct and explode on the mill tank. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this part of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal Legacy. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye now.